everyone, I'm Christina with the Demonstration Theaters team here at Carnegie Science Center, and this is my friend Kevin.
Hey everyone.
We would love to welcome you to our Body Stage presented by Allegheny Health Network for one of our Watch videos. Our Watch video series are great for kids, parents, and teachers to explore fun and educational science content. Today in our Body Stage, we're going to be cooking up a delicious fall treat. It's nutritious as well, which is awesome. We are going to be making some roasted pumpkin seeds. Now, this fun science experiment video is brought to you today by Growing Great and Monte Foods. So, let's get cooking.
It's fall here in Pittsburgh, and with the changing of the seasons and the brightly colored leaves also brings delicious new fruits and vegetables to explore, like pumpkins. Pumpkins are great for carving or making pies and breads with, but the seeds inside can also make a healthy and nutritious snack.
If you want to try this recipe at home, all you need to do is grab a grown-up, grab a few ingredients, and then start cooking. Now, in order to help communicate effectively all of our ingredients and recipe steps to you today, as well as keep myself and our friends safe, I'm going to transfer over from my mask to my face shield. To make this healthy snack at home, you'll need 1 pumpkin, yielding about 2 cups of pumpkin seeds, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt separated, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, and a pinch of cayenne pepper.
Now, pumpkins are known for their bright orange color, but that also has some scientific significance. The bright orange color means it's high in an antioxidant called beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is converted into vitamin A in the body, which is very good for us, especially our eyes. Pumpkins are also very high in fiber.
Now, in order for us to get our seeds out, we first need to actually carve our pumpkin. This is a really great job for grown-ups to help out with because it can mean using very sharp tools.
To carve our pumpkin to make our pumpkin seeds, it's a little bit different than carving a jack-o'-lantern, for instance. For the pumpkin here, I'm actually cutting it right down the middle so that I can split open the pumpkin whenever I get down through the bottom. So we'll get all the way down at the bottom here. Here we go. As we are scooping the inside of our pumpkin, let's explore some pumpkin science. First, the age-old question, is a pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable? Well, technically a pumpkin is a fruit because it contains seeds. In botany, which is the scientific study of plants, we classify fruits as a part of a plant that you can eat, comes from a flower, and contains seeds. Therefore, a pumpkin is a fruit.
The next step that we're going to do is we're going to take our pumpkin seeds, which are mixed in with these stringy parts. They're known as fibrous strings. We're going to place those into a bowl of water. And while we do that, it's going to allow those seeds to separate even more from the pumpkin bits. The seeds will float to the top of the water, and the pumpkin pieces will hopefully sink to the bottom.
The next thing we're going to do is scoop our pumpkin seeds from this bowl and separate them from these fibrous strands. We're going to separate them so that we can then boil them. Boiling pumpkin seeds helps them cook much more evenly. If you skip this step, sometimes the outside of them, called the hull, will go ahead and burn. Boiling the seeds is really where our cooking process begins and will give us a nice, crispy pumpkin seed.
Alrighty, so now that we have a pot of boiling water, our next step is that we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to add our pumpkin seeds to the water. If some of these fibrous pieces get inside, that's a-okay. And so you're gonna want your pumpkin seeds to boil for about 10 minutes. So our pumpkin seeds are super nutritious as well. They're high in vitamins and nutrients and full of antioxidants. They have things like iron, magnesium, potassium, and zinc. All great vitamins and nutrients that help our bodies to grow and go and play around. So now that our pumpkin seeds are all boiled, the next step is going to be making sure that our pumpkin seeds are nice and dry. And so I'm going to just scoop out the boiled seeds from our pot here and place them on this tray that has a towel placed on top of it. Though this may seem simple, it's a very important step. We want to make sure that our seeds are patted as dry as possible because that will help with our next step, adding the seasonings to stick well to our pumpkin seeds. And so now that we have our pumpkin seeds ready to go, I'm going to add all of our ingredients. So first, we're going to add a little bit of our oil. We have our brown sugar here. We have our spice blend here. Now that all of our seasonings and our spices have been added, you're gonna wanna take a spoon and make sure all of the ingredients are well incorporated together, getting enough seasoning on each little piece of our pumpkin seeds. So now that our seeds are well coated with all of our seasoning, we're gonna take them over to our baking tray, which has already been lined with parchment paper. We're gonna make sure that we put our seeds in an even pile to help them bake. So our oven has already been preheated. We preheated it to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you roast your pumpkin seeds for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until they turn a light golden brown.
You will want to check on them every few minutes so that you can stir them around and allow all sides to cook as evenly as possible. Remember to use teamwork with your grown-up and make sure they are the ones using the oven.
Alrighty, so it looks like our seeds are all finished up baking. They smell delicious. And if you take a look, you can see that they're nice and crispy and they're a beautiful golden brown color. After a few minutes of cooling, they'll be ready to serve and then eat.
Well, thank you for joining us here in the Body Stage presented by Allegheny Health Network for this fun food science experiment brought to you by Growing Great and Del Monte Foods. For more fun things to watch, things to read, and things to do, check out carnegiesciencecenter.org. And we hope to see you soon here at Carnegie Science Center. Thanks for coming.